What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we've got Breakfast with Champions, AB de Villiers. Now this goes for 27 minutes. There's only one part to this one, which I prefer. I prefer when it's all in one video. It goes for about 30 minutes because with the Rohit Sharma one, the Virat one, what other one did I do? Those two went like 2 parts for like 40 minutes. It's insane. But hey, if you guys are new, subscribe. This has been a highly requested one to AB de Villiers. Everyone was saying this is the first one I had to react to, and now I'm getting into it. This is like the 4th one that I've done. So hey, let's check it out.
Have you thought about then coming back and playing the World Cup in 2023?
He has to play the World Cup in 2021, and he's not going to. I can't believe AB de Villiers is not going to be playing at the World Cup in this year. Sucks.
That's out there. How old will I be? 39.
That's a story.
I'll come back if MS is still around.
Hey, listen. With MS also, you never know. Huh?
Yeah. If I'm still good enough, who knows, eh?
There's a story. We should start this right now. This is where
Actually,
that campaign starts.
I like that.
Why don't you play this year, mate? I got my water. Stay hydrated. Damn, is this MS Dhoni's house in Bangalore? This is nice.
Sorry, I gotta get up and say hi.
There he is, the coach.
We gotta say hi. The first one we ever shot.
Hey!
GK and GK.
This one.
You're the good luck charm.
Nice to see you, man.
Good, always good to see you.
Well.
How's it going?
Are you running a little show with a legend, yeah?
Yeah. Finally, 3 years we're trying to catch him, but he just sort of escapes from the net.
He asks you some trick questions.
No,
Me?
I love it.
Ever? Me ever? I'll text you after we finish in case you're still floating around. Yeah?
Guess
Damn,
Karen.
just last pause of the video.
Thanks so much. See you.
But Gaurav, wait, his name's Gaurav Kapoor, right? Or is his first name Gaurav? Yeah, he is tall as fuck. How tall is he? He's like 6'4". Massive.
After the India World Cup gig, Gary was coach of South Africa, right?
Yeah, he made me the captain of the team. I'll never forget the walk. We had a walk there in Wellington in New Zealand.
Okay, tell me about this.
Now he called me and he said, I need to see you. And then we took a stroll to the harbour.
Yeah.
And on the way there he said, no, I want you to be captain of this team. And I'll never forget that moment.
Wow.
I'm like, Gary, are you serious? I said, no, you're ready. He takes some knocks, he'll have to learn quickly, but I think you're the captain. This is something I'll never forget.
Wow.
But he's always had a way of doing things in a certain manner, you know?
Yeah.
Makes it like special, like a moment. Walk down the street there.
Nice.
Quite emotional. Old Gary, yeah.
But that's great when you have a
special
coach like that who's not just about the sport, he's also
human,
about the human.
Deep. He understands there's more to life than just playing a game of cricket.
Yeah.
It's having impacts on each other and, you know, positive influences.
And Faf's your good buddy. Faf and you were you
Faf.
guys were in school together, were you? Or was
So
it
we played
academy?
against each other for most of our younger years, from 9 till about 13.
Yeah.
4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Primary school levels, we played against each other for different provinces. And then we ended up going to the same high school. So at the age of 14, having been big rivals, leading up to that, we actually found ourselves in the same team.
Wow.
Which was very refreshing.
Yeah, it's good.
I think we were both very relieved because we were very competitive. We knew about each other, we didn't really talk to each other too much. And then the next minute I was sitting next to him going, yeah, finally we're teammates. And that's where the friendship really got going.
Yeah, and he came in after you. He came into the South African setup after you.
Yeah, he waited a bit longer. It happened quite quickly for me. A couple of doors opened up. I put my hand up at the right time. Where the path he walked was a different one, but it set him up perfectly for international cricket. I think he was mentally in a great space when he finally made his debut.
Yeah.
There was a moment where he was thinking of signing for one of the English counties.
Yeah.
He did call me up and said, what I think about it? And I said, listen, not a long time from now, there will be a few retirements, a few guys will step down, you're pretty close, and the coaches and the team are talking about you, so just hang in a little bit longer. And finally, the breakthrough came. I'm not taking credit for that, but we did have that
No, we
conversation.
can take it. You can take it. It's fine.
We did have that conversation, and I'm very happy I was straight
It's
up.
a great story. There's some people in England who are going, oh, it was him. He didn't let Fafcom.
True.
But it's okay. It was South Africa's game. But when you joined the team,
Right, firstly, England can get fucked. Yeah, England have stole so many players from the world. Owen Morgan, Jofra Archer, isn't he? I can't remember where he's from, but he's not fucking English. I mean, there's so many, but still.
when you were so young, you joined it at 20. Who were your mentors, or who were the guys you got on best with in the team when you joined?
They're all my heroes. The minute I'll never forget the phone call first of all, and a week later I found myself alongside my heroes, Callis and then Keeney and
Callis.
Pollux and Boucher and Smith.
You didn't mind sort of running drinks in the first few games because you were used to it ever since you were a kid. You did that for your brother, didn't you? Your brothers.
I was about to mention that. That's the way I was brought up. I have 2 older brothers,
Your brothers are how many years older?
6 and 9.
So they were 6 and 9 when you were
6
4.
and 9 years older than
6
me,
and 9 years older.
respectively, yeah.
Damn!
That's I don't know. That's a little illegal. Then you're making a 4-year-old brother running around with drinks.
Yeah, for real.
It was always about the team and serving in a way, and then you'll get your opportunity as well. That's always been my philosophy of life. Not expecting an opportunity, but just hand
Do your time.
Hand it out, serve other people, and who knows, your break might just come sooner rather than later. And I wouldn't change it for the world. That's the fondest memories I have growing up, and that's where I didn't want to be anywhere else but there. I wanted to play with him and compete and show that I belong.
Yeah, because
So it's great.
younger brothers are not welcome to the game.
No,
Yeah,
I wasn't really welcome, but I found a way to sort of feel welcome.
Say
Obviously,
thank
I
you.
love being part of
Ooh, AB, mate. I love you. We're going to have a fucking problem. You didn't say thank you for your cup of tea there, mate.
the game. I love
Where's
ball
the
following
manners?
me. You'll see when I field as well. I try and get in positions where the ball's going. I really want the ball to come to me.
Yeah, we love watching you taking catches.
I love throwing the ball to Partiv Patel, and he catches it, he doesn't say it, but I can feel he goes like, "That was pretty good."
The thumb.
I like that.
You hear the thumb.
I like
right?
that. I want to be that guy always.
Yeah.
And that's just. I was just born with that. I really just
But
want
were
to be in
you
the
ever a
game.
wicket keeper while you were?
I was keeper
playing
for many
junior
years. Yeah. No, junior years, 100%. I was
Oh, you
always a
were?
wicket keeper.
Ah.
I opened the bowling sometimes at primary school.
Did the bat and the ball belong to you? Because only then can you do all these things,
Yeah.
and we won't have a game.
Maybe when I was very young. I never enjoyed getting out. So I would get out and then I'd say, no, it's not out.
Yeah.
So my mates, I was funny. I remember my friends giving me, I was very young then. I was like 6, 7. I remember growing up with my 2 older brothers.
Yeah.
So now in primary school, my friends were going to try and tell me that I'm out. No. I had enough years of carrying water around.
Yeah.
You've got to get me out properly before I'm out. You've got to bowl the stumps out of the ground. Never mind catch me.
I've taken on guys twice your size, but brothers, I can take you.
So I was pretty bad in primary school.
Yeah. So how does AB switch off? What do you like to do when you've switched off? What are your leisure time favorite things to do?
I've got a deep connection with nature.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love spending time in the bushveld up north in Africa, South Africa. I grew up in a small town. My parents still live there, so I'll go there as often as I can just to switch off. My father-in-law's got a farm as well with some wildlife on it.
Yeah.
There's really nothing better than that, just to go and sit there for a weekend and do nothing. Connect with nature, watch the animals roam free, and spend time with the family. When it rains in the afternoon, I've got a big connection with the little things like that. That's what makes me feel alive. Spending time with my wife, my family is obviously number 1 priority and most enjoyable thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
I promise you, it's the craziest thing. Things that I really don't enjoy doing, all of a sudden I love because I'm doing it with them. It's weird how that works. And changing my own kids' nappies, like, it's a pleasure. It's an absolute joy.
Yeah.
I love serving other people and connecting with people like Gary Kirsten, which is my coach at the moment at RCB, and we've had a long walk together for the Proteas as well. I just love little connections like that. And I'm human after all as well. I mean, I have my moments where I feel down and out, and I have my hours in a day where I feel like, just don't want to do anything now.
Yeah.
And that's human, it's okay.
Yeah,
God, I'm so
that is the number one thing to remember about these athletes is that they're all human. We may idolize them, we may look up to them, we may think, gee, I wish I was them. They're living the life. They must be the greatest person on earth. They must be happy every time. They're human. They're like us. You can have down moments. You can have up. Yeah, it is refreshing to hear.
Happy to hear that. I'm a little relieved to hear that.
Yes,
Right, really, because if that can happen to AB, then it can happen to GK.
People
Exactly.
people will tell you that doesn't happen to them are
course
talking
it
nonsense.
does, yeah.
They're lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Happens
living a
everyone.
lie. It's human.
You have quite a religious or a spiritual side to you as well. Does that come from your parents? Was it childhood? Did you discover it yourself? How did that happen?
I think every person's got to come to a stage in their lives where they find it themselves, you know. For me, there were a couple of moments. I was in the back of a car with my family driving back from a Sunday lunch, and I had this moment, this connection.
Yeah.
It happened again in Sydney on a boat, 10-hour fishing trip with the Morkel brothers. I got sick after 2 hours, and for 8 hours I was lying on the top deck, literally feeling like I was going to die.
Yeah.
And there was a moment there again. So there were two huge moments in my life spiritually where I could feel the presence of God. So it didn't see him, or I'm not gonna lie and say, oh, he spoke to me. I started crying and I felt like, whoa. And it was almost like you're telling me, appreciate what you have.
Wow.
Family comes first. Always stay humble, that kind of thing, you know. Don't get ahead of yourself. He just reminded me in a way. That's what I felt. I can't say I heard a voice or any stuff like that, but those are the moments that I really felt like, okay, it's real.
The thing is, India's got a few favorite adopted sons.
This guy right here is tall. This guy's like 8'2".
Yeah.
And I think you're right up there with
So,
them.
I don't know how that happened, but I'm very happy that happened.
Yeah.
I feel at home when I come over here these days. It's amazing.
You proposed.
Exactly.
In
yeah.
India?
Yeah, it's a special place in my heart.
Yeah. So how did you think of proposing at the Taj Mahal?
at the Taj Mahal.
Cliched though.
Maybe when you look back, yes. I'm thinking now, like,
Let's go to the most romantic
and,
monument.
yeah. I didn't think along those lines at the time. I personally have never been there.
Yeah. So it's the first time you both went there.
It's the first time both of us went there, and I've always wanted to see it. I woke up one day, like it was 6 weeks prior to that, and I literally just woke up and was like, what am I doing?
When you know, you know.
I've got to marry this girl straight away.
Yeah.
And it just happened that way. So I didn't decide before then it's going to happen in India, but I realized I'm going to be in India over that time, and then the idea came to mind. It's the perfect place to do it.
Thanks.
What's the strangest place that you've been asked for a selfie?
On a plane, asleep with my headphones on, I found a baby in my arms, with the moms taking a selfie there. I literally woke up with a kid in my hands, and I woke up thinking, what is going on here?
Were you a father at the time in real life when this happened?
No.
You weren't?
No, I wasn't. I was, sort of scared of babies. And I woke up with a baby in my arms in the plane. That's very funny.
The fun part of the story would be, and then I kept the baby, and now he's Navdeep Saini.
Navdeep Saini. Imagine. Bro, who is that?
So you and Virat also neighbors here, right?
We are neighbors. So.
Yeah. He told me. I just bumped into him, and he said, "We are neighbors. Ask him about that." I said, "Well, ask him if you're a good neighbor." Is that what I have to ask him?
If it wasn't for the mosquitoes here, we would have left our doors open and probably would have shared a big room. Anushka's there all the time. Our family was there. The kids were running around.
Is he good? Did he babysit the kids?
He
for
was
a while?
amazing. The kids were knocking on his door early in the morning, waking him up. He would let them in. They would have coffee together. And they were so good with the kids. I mean, we spent hours in the pool together. Everyone just jumping and diving, and they're so chilled, you know. I see them on the balcony all the time, drinking tea, meditating about life, talking about simple things. And that makes me happy, you know, when I realize guys like him who are so big in India, but I see them enjoying the small things in life, which is what it's all about, and it's important. And they find time for other people, which is so difficult with their lives. I mean, they've got people on top of them the whole time. I'm scared of saying anything to him now, because if I say like, "Oh, I like your shoes," the next minute he organizes me those shoes. I'm like, Vera, just stop it. He looks after everyone. I was like, oh, my phone is flat again. Oh, you need a power bank. Boom, there you go. Now it's mine. It's ridiculous, man.
No,
I told him I like coffee the other day. Now I'm getting an espresso machine. He's ordered it off from Amazon.
Yeah.
It's being delivered tomorrow.
So
Who does that?
I said I'd meet him after we're done. So I'm going to go tell him that my Ferrari is really slow.
Exactly. But that's maybe he's the younger brother. I used to do that to my older brother, so he's
Yeah.
feeling maybe I'm the older brother. He's got a.
Yeah.
I can give you another angle of it. Is the competitiveness that we have. We're both very competitive, and in
Yeah.
a way we compete against each other as well, which brothers do. I mean, two brothers are always like you keep an eye on your brother because you also wanna outperform him. He wants to outperform you, but you love each other so much. So it's a very healthy relationship where. I know how many rounds you scored this season. I also want to be there. I don't want to be left behind.
Yeah.
We always want to push each other to different levels, which is very healthy in a team and for two friends. I love how he's changed over the last 5 to 7 years. He's done it quite early in his career. I know he's 30 already, but in cricketing terms, that's still young. He's still got a long way to go, and it's scary to think that what he might do in the next 5 to 7 years if he really wants to. But it's because of the balance that he's created.
But sometimes I almost worry for him saying, it's all right, brother, just take it easy. Man. He burns bright, huh?
He does.
He burns bright, he's intense. And sometimes you worry because, and you know this, you know that level of intensity. So, I mean, I'm sure you must be talking to him and saying, just sustain this.
We've had that chat before, plenty of times.
Yeah.
Because I can relate to that. I'm exactly the same.
Yeah.
I wear my heart on my sleeve. I like to be honest. I don't like to beat around the bush and pretend like I'm someone that I'm not. You have to control that if you wanna stay sane. 15 years of international cricket, and I think he's at that stage now of his career where he realizes that he needs to find that balance with his emotions, and I think he's 100% on the right track with that.
It also happens when you get older. I guess it also tends to happen. I mean, I guess when you're in your 20s, everything's just
spot on now.
It's just human, right? I guess
it is. It's part of growing up.
Yeah.
We all go through it, and that's the beautiful thing of life. It's not just cricket. It's life. I think it's sad when people get it wrong. When it's too much about just one thing. Maybe there's a time and a place for that, but I think it's sad in a way if you hold on to it too much and if you don't realize there's more to life than just playing a game of cricket. It's important. It's our jobs, and we have passion and pride in what we do, and we want to win games of cricket. But there's a time to switch off and to always remember that there's nature around you, there's a bigger purpose in life, and etc. etc. And then
Holy shit! That scared the fuck out of me, bro. That just scared the shit out of me. Oh.
Crazy man. You want to sit
he's
down?
a good luck charm.
You want to sit down so I can speak a bit less?
No, sir. Carry on.
Hello, how are you? You've lost weight, huh?
Yeah, stress. It's not from practicing.
Okay, carry on. I'll check.
Are you actually boy?
I'm good, sir. I'll see you in 15.
Where are you going?
I'm just going for a quick somewhat.
Enjoy, Ash.
You know what he's going for? Guaranteed he's going for a steam. Steam? Yeah, I knew.
Is it going steam room?
He loves the steam. Sometimes I feel he's a steam engine.
Great player.
So you've batted with so many people. Who was it most enjoyable? Or tell us a few people who you really enjoyed batting with and why.
It's such a different world batting with a Virat and batting with a Chris Gayle. It's difficult to explain, but very enjoyable with both of them. Virat is intense, 10 out of 10. It's all or nothing. Chris is calm.
Yeah. So with Chris, you're not talking about.
He's almost
this
prepared
world
to give you it's like you take the limelight. It's fine.
Yeah.
He's just standing there. It's amazing. Chat's very minimal with Gayle. Something about he bowls googlies, man. And I'm like, yeah, okay, thanks. All right, and then cool. See at the other end again. He allows me to play my game. He allows me to do what I want.
Yeah.
He backs me 100%. And then he'll go like, okay, I can also hit 5 sixes in the over, boom, boom, okay, now we're at the same strike rate, what now? With Virat, we understand each other's game so well, it's running, it's intense.
Yeah.
We threaten the opposition like, we're going to take the game away from you now, if you're not on your A game, we're going to take it away. So I also love that, it's different worlds, but more often than not, same result. So I don't know what the right answer is, it's whether you study the game or have just play on instinct.
Yeah. You
Whatever
do
works
what's
for you.
true to you.
I love to adapt to that.
That's why you're Mr. 360. When you were playing, who were the bowlers who you really rated highly?
Andrew Flintoff, Shane Warne, guys like that. I think the two of them stand out. Flintoff as a seamer always felt like he hit my bat very hard. Big match temperament kind of player. Warney, it was an unfair battle. I mean, I had absolutely no chance. Warnie was very intimidating. I literally watched him since I was 6, 7 years old, alright? I hated him. 21, playing my first test match in Australia and he's at the end of his mark. Clay McGrath was bad enough, opening the batting against him. I survived somehow. Brett Lee bowling 150 something at the other end. And the next minute, so I survived that, I'm 60 not out and Warner's standing there. I'm thinking, yeah.
It never ends.
I just had no chance. It was always going to happen because it's just that intimidation factor. Gilchrist at the back, Hayden here, this guy there. It's just, I wish I could face Warner and Flintoff and the boys now. Or
Because now they're 50.
you know what I mean.
I feel like, what is it? You still have the record for fastest 50, fastest 100, fastest 100, 150? Those
Yeah,
three are
with
still yours.
150 I slipped up. It should have been much faster. That's going to get broken. Cricket is a funny game. And the people of cricket, they forget very quickly and they lose faith in people very quickly. So hopefully that doesn't happen. And that's maybe what's keeping me alive and keeps me
It's a good
driven.
thing.
We're all this far away from that.
Yeah,
Always gotta
we're
keep
one
working.
moment away from it, aren't we?
Got to keep working.
I don't
Hopefully they'll go like, you know what, he can still play. He hasn't scored 100 hundreds in the last 2 years, but still remember what he...
We'll find out.
Yeah.
AB, thanks so much, man, for being here.
Is that it? No, man,
Thank you.
we're only getting warmed up here.
Yeah.
I've got so much more to say. I didn't speak well.
Tell me what
Sorry,
you...
audience.
Tell me the story
I'm
you want to
better
tell
than
me.
that.
Your first time in the dressing room? Forgot your equipment sometime?
Oh my word. I was 21, opening the batting in the West Indies.
Nervous?
In Trinidad, opening the batting with Graham Smith, and after 2 overs, I went like, oh. I walked out to bat without a box.
No!
Facing the new ball here, and I realized my box wasn't in.
Oh, Lord.
That was very embarrassing, and the guys took the mickey out of me for a while. And that happened at the age of 35 again, in Bangladesh the other day. I walked out to bat, and I was sitting there, realizing I don't have my thigh pad or my box on. That's what happens when you don't play cricket for a few months.
Old age. Woo!
You got a band as well.
Absolutely love music, and look, let me start off by saying I'm a very, very average musician.
Okay.
I've got a very good ear, so I know when a song's good or not. I know when something is on the notes, when it's not. Love writing songs, I'm pretty good at that. Breaking down songs completely and knowing exactly what instrument was used there. I can hear the violins, and I absolutely love that. And the rhythm to a song when the drums come in and the big moments. Huge passion for that. And my wife is an incredible musician. She plays, she's good. She plays
I'm
piano
sure
every day
she
and,
must be-
and she sings like an angel. She's really good. She's a classical pianist. She
That's a
studied
blessed house.
piano
Yeah.
throughout her life properly. She's a
Your
good, very good
kids
singer.
are going... That gene pool.
Dad's going to bring him down a bit with the music,
With
unfortunately.
the music, perhaps.
But hopefully they have a
With the sport, you are getting them right up there. With the music, the mother's doing the job.
So, man, there's no pressure on them. They can do what they want.
Yeah, but I mean, they've got a... That's an unfair genetic advantage. Most importantly, do you get to be DJ in the dressing room?
I don't really. I've got a...
No, you don't. Not with Yuzi and Virat there.
No, not too...
But can you do this? Can you do the Bangla move? This. So it's like this. It's like you're
like the light
unscrewing a
bulb.
bulb. Yeah. So just like this. There you go. I tell you, Yuzi might just explode laughing.
I can tell you, Yuzvendra Chahal, he's a horrible dancer, but he thinks he is the best in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, he dances like an idiot. He just jumps around there and all sorts of funny stuff. He thinks he's amazing. And people laugh. They're not laughing because he's good, they're laughing because he's embarrassing
They're not
himself.
laughing with him, they're laughing at him.
He thinks he's great, but that's what it's about. And then he becomes great because everyone goes like, look at him, he's so confident,
Facts.
he must be great.
You have to address some rumors. So there are big rumors in India that AB de Villiers has played international hockey, international football, international badminton, international cricket. He was the first man on the moon.
It's the biggest nonsense ever.
Just please clear that for everyone. Okay, so now I'm going to name the sport and you tell us what level you played at, right?
Yeah.
Hockey?
Hockey, I played 1 year for 12 months at school.
Okay, so then football? Football was just for fun.
I've never played a live game of football in my entire life before.
So just
it was
friends.
warm-ups, in cricketing warm-ups.
Sean Pollock said yesterday to me, he says, I don't see Manchester United warming up with a game of cricket.
Hey, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Badminton?
Never played. I've played once, one game of 5 minutes with Mark Boucher before, somewhere, I think we were in Bangladesh or somewhere.
And people have taken you to the Olympics.
Yeah.
Wow.
Once again, definitely
Things
got
know.
a natural feel for the game. I'm not going to miss it. I'd be okay if I play.
Yeah.
But I mean, what's out there in the internet is funny. Yeah.
Is there any other sport? Is there anything else you read out of your sporting achievements?
Rugby, I played for the first team at school. I mean, top school in the country when it comes to rugby and cricket. I played golf. I was a scratch when I was 14, 15 years old.
Yeah, that I've heard.
So that's not
true.
a lie.
That's good. That's good.
I've been to Wimbledon. Tennis is the
You played at centre court, right?
Tennis is I haven't played then. But tennis is the big one. I was good at tennis. I really was.
So the most important question, and this will determine our interaction after this: Team Federer or Team Nadal?
Oh, I'm Federer. I've played tennis my whole life as well, so maybe in the future we're gonna see an AB de Villiers versus Liam Clarke tennis match, best of 5 sets. The US Open is currently just finished. Daniil Medvedev just beat Novak Djokovic in the final in 3 sets. Happy for Medvedev. I'm not a big Djokovic fan. I was happy to see him lose, to be honest. But yeah, I love tennis so much, so I'm Team Federer.
Played more like Nadal, but it's a difficult question. I love all of them. I love Nadal, Djokovic, and Federer.
Comment your favourite tennis. If you watch tennis, comment your favourite tennis player of all time. Mine, Andy Murray.
I enjoy the fighting spirit of
Leighton
Nadal
Hewitt.
and Djokovic more because I relate to that. Federer is more like, he's so good that he doesn't have to have that kind of fight, you know.
He's an artist.
He's an artist. I don't really relate to that. That's more like a Jacques Callis,
Yeah.
you know. So I'm more like the fighter. I like guys who never give up, take it 5 sets,
True.
take it deep, wear him down, run every ball down.
That's
but I
Nadal.
like Federer's class as well. It's a difficult question that I can't put my
You've
finger on
answered it well.
I
I will let you have that coffee.
I love the fact that Federer came back and won another
It's a great
major.
story.
Same with Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. Great stories.
So
Incredible.
much time for that. But Tiger's more, I relate more to that. It's more like a fighter again.
Have you thought about then coming back and playing the World Cup in 2023?
Oh, that's out there. How old will I be? 39. If I'm still good enough, who knows, eh? I was keen to play the World Cup, but I left it. I mean, I retired, so it was a very sensitive situation.
Yeah.
For the last 3 years of my career, I was labelled as a guy who was picking and choosing when I was playing and when not.
Yeah.
So I got quite a lot of criticism from back home, which also played a role in me retiring. And it was difficult for me to then go, hey, but I'll still play the World Cup. You know, it's that picking and choosing thing again, and it's quite arrogant to do something like that. But as they say, you can't have your bread buttered on both sides.
That is quite a combination of sort of emotional as well as practical.
Yeah.
Like emotionally, you want to play another World Cup, obviously, because it means so much. But practically, like you're saying, you realize that may just
I
come
felt
off.
cornered. I've always been about the team. It's never been about myself. But I found myself in a position where I had to make a decision where it's going to look like I'm thinking about just myself.
Yeah.
There's a lot of reasons.
And the thing is, AB de Villiers would have copped so much criticism from back home in South Africa. Like, if you're a South African, you want AB de Villiers to be playing in the World Cup for you. Like, why would you not want AB de Villiers playing for your country in a World Cup? It makes zero
I
sense.
had to move on. There's a lot of things that played a role. Family is definitely a big part of it. The longevity of my career. I mean, I've played for 15 years. I was just tired of the whole international scene. It's quite busy, very stressful,
Tour after
mental
tour.
games. The doubts you have as a person, as a player, all the time. It wears you down. And being captain of the Proteas for a long time also took its toll, you know. And then there are a few deeper issues that might have to be discussed when I'm 50 one day.
We'll wait for the book.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll wait for the book.
There's a part of me that'll always miss it. I mean, I had so much fun. It's everything that goes with it. I wish I could push on longer, but it was just, like I said, it's time. I had a great run. I had so much fun. I really did, and more dreams came true than I could ever imagine. And there was lots of heartbreaks as well along the way.
Yeah.
And that's the great ride we all go through. Hi, I'm AB de Villiers, and you can catch me on Breakfast with Champions. Please like and share this video.
And also subscribe to Oak Tree Sport for more episodes of Breakfast with Champions. The bell, the bell!
The bell!
The bell! We're gonna
Let's
ring
go
the bell!
again.
They ring the bell!
Must I
And
also ring the bell, just you?
the bell icon. Do the bell icon. That's it. That's we're good. We're good. One take's good. People will do. People will do it.
What?
Ring my bell. Ring my bell.
Hey, I mean, that's going to cap it off, guys. So they did this in Bangalore. I thought so. I don't know when this episode actually came out. Episode 4, season 6. So I think was this last year or the year before? I don't know. But hey, this was my favorite episode so far. This is the 5th person that I've reacted to now, I think. This is my favorite. AB de Villiers is one of my favorite players of all time. You know, one of the great people. Like, he's obviously just such a great person on and off the cricket field. Respect him so highly. He would be one of the most favourite people, like cricketers in Australia. No one has a bad word to say about this man, and as they shouldn't, because he is an absolute legend. Obviously, we would love to see him at the 2021 World Cup, maybe the 2023 World Cup. That'd be awesome. But hey, I mean, it's been an incredible career for him. He's still chasing that title with RCB. So, you know, of course, I want Punjab Kings to win. But if RCB win the title, I'll be so happy for AB, because that's someone who deserves it just as much as anyone. But hey, that is going to cap it off, guys. Subscribe if you guys are new. Comment down below which one I should react to next, and I'll see you guys in the next one.